10.
10. 10.
10.
10. 9.
9.
9.
9.
8.
8.
8.
7.
Nana.
10.
7.
7.
6.
6.
6.
4.
6.
5.
5.
5.
5.
4.
4.
4.
4.
2. 3.
3.
2. 2.
2.
2.
Woo!
1.
And 1.
The Space Apps is ready to launch.
NASA Space Apps is ready to launch.
El Space App está listo para lanzarse.
Hello, Space Apps crew, and welcome to the opening ceremony for the 2020 International Space Apps Challenge, led by NASA and in collaboration with space agency partners CSA, CNES, JAXA, and ESA. My name is Matt Scott. I'm the Global Community Manager for Space Apps, and I'll be leading you through this opening ceremony, which will feature welcome messages as well as tips and tricks from our team to yours as you navigate your Space Apps experience. Don't forget that it's still not too late to register for Space Apps if you haven't signed up yet. To do so, you could visit spaceappschallenge.org and know that registration is open all weekend. And so we encourage you to dive in, explore the challenges, find a location near you, or join the Universal event and take part in the world's largest global hackathon. Now I'm really excited to hand it off to a number of special guests who want to welcome you to this Space Apps experience.
Greetings from the Canadian Space Agency.
Dear hackers, dear friends.
It is a great pleasure to host this hackathon.
So I'd like to invite all the coders, the Earth observation experts, scientists, artists, storytellers, designers, entrepreneurs, and many others to really participate in this challenge.
And this is where you come in. Thanks to your background and culture, you will be able to mix ideas and propose new solutions.
Salutations de l'Agence spatiale canadienne.
JAXA も皆さんの挑戦を応援してます。
This October, take action from home in the entirely virtual Space Apps 2020 Hackathon. I am Sandra Kaufman, Deputy Director of the Earth Science Division at NASA headquarters in Washington, D.C. On behalf of NASA and our space agency partners, welcome to Space Apps. You are continuing the journey of over 100,000 people who have joined in Space Apps since 2012. We hope you enjoyed this year's challenge statements and happy hacking!
Welcome to the Space Apps Challenge.
The
National Space App.
International Space Apps Matamaru बहुत-बहुत स्वागत.
بمسابقه بین‌المللی Space Apps خوش آمدید.
Space App에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Welcome Bay International Space Apps Challenge.
Добро пожаловать в международные космические приложения.
Space Apps के स्वागत. International Space Apps Challenge में आपका स्वागत है.
Καλωσορίσατε στο διεθνή διαγωνισμό Hackathon Lead.
Пришли, апиякова.
Ласково просим до международных космических программ.
欢迎参加国际太空应用城市竞赛。
Bienvenue aux applications de l'espace.
Волепатаро Space Apps.
Добро пожаловать в международный Space App Challenge.
Apple International Space Application Challenge Mobile.
People to International Space Apps Challenge.
Veio convidamos para a International Space App Challenge.
Bienvenidos al Reto Internacional Space Apps.
Instrumentis Canestis, Salvet.
apps.
أهلا وسهلا في International Space Apps Challenge.
Herzlich willkommen zu den internationalen Space Apps Wettbewerb.
Selamat datang ke cabaran antarabangsa Space Apps.
Welcome to Apps. International Space Apps Challenge. Yokoso.
We wil nog welkom heten to Space Apps Challenge. To learn more, go to spaceappschallenge.org and join the conversation at #SpaceApps.
Diversity and collaboration are at the core of Space Apps. We not only welcome and encourage the coders, the engineers, the scientists, the experts to engage in Space Apps, but we also encourage the storytellers, the students, the artists, the creatives to take part in this. We know that innovation and problem solving is an all hands on deck effort, and that's why we encourage people of all walks of life. And so we hope that you feel like you belong and that you engage and create regardless of your background. To support the diversity and collaboration of Space Apps, we also launched the virtual bootcamp, which is available on this YouTube channel, where you can go and watch videos from a number of people, including Space Apps local leads, Space Apps ambassadors, subject matter experts from NASA and our space agency partners, and our collaborators, in order to learn more as you get ready for your Space Apps experience and sharpen your skills. We also encourage you to take advantage of the collaborator offers that are available on your Space Apps dashboard. Organizations have offered resources for you to navigate your Space Apps experience. So if you visit your Space Apps dashboard, you can learn more about what's offered and what's available to support your journey. Space Apps is for you and it's for all, and we hope that you have a great time engaging, learning, creating, meeting people who you never thought you'd meet, and creating some out of this world projects. Thank you for being part of our community.
We are the Space Apps Challenge.
And when we hack together.
And when we hack together.
When we hack together.
We solve challenges with ideas that will change the world.
We can change our future. We can see our future in space.
لما بتتجمع العقول المصرية بننتج حلول استثنائية.
Are you ready to problem solve at Space Apps?
Are you ready to problem solve at Space Apps?
We will make our planet better by uniting and solving problems that it needs.
We will make our planet better by looking at the NASA data sets and finding solutions to some of the challenges we are facing here on Earth.
We will make our planet better by coming together to explore, create, and innovate.
The world needs your ideas. The world needs your ideas.
Bring your ideas, skills, creativity, and imagination.
Let's have fun.
Watch out. Space Apps can change your life.
Welcome to Space Apps Challenge.
See you there.
Hi there, and welcome to NASA Space Apps 2020. My name is Tyler, and I'm your Universal Event Lead. Each year we have over 200 locations that participate in this gigantic and epic hackathon. This year, however, we've moved to an all-virtual platform. I encourage you to apply for a location near you. If not, I encourage you to register for the Universal event, which I will be the host of. Once you've registered, be on the lookout for updates from me. In this video, I'll be showing you how to register for an event for Space Apps. First, navigate to spaceappschallenge.org. Then, in the top tab, navigate to the locations. After opening this page, you'll see a list of all the locations that we offer. First is the Universal event, which I am the lead of. You'll see also a lot of other events that we have. Find the location near you. If you don't have a location near you, I suggest that you register for the Universal event by clicking here, scrolling down, and clicking the Register Now button. As you can see, we already have about 1,500 participants registered. For more information after you've registered, be sure to check out the Welcome tab.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Space Apps 2020. In this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our challenges this year and then give you a few tips for forming a team. First off, if you haven't seen the challenges, check them out. Go to spaceappschallenge.org and click on the challenges in the menu bar at the top. From there, you'll see our challenge categories, which are observe, inform, sustain, create, confront, and connect. All of those categories are critical steps in taking action, which is our theme for Space Apps 2020. Challenges are at the core of our mission here at Space Apps. They are what connect you to the real-world problems that people at NASA and our partner space agencies are working on every day. The challenges this year cover a wide variety of Earth and space-related themes. You can solve challenges ranging from tracking carbon footprints and scanning for life forms to creating the next generation of spacecraft propulsion and improving communication between Mars and Earth. If you're a long-term Space Apps participant, you might also notice that we've expanded our challenge repertoire this year. In addition to our art-based challenge, we have 2 challenges geared toward youth. They have flags by them that say Youth Challenge. And we have a challenge dedicated to addressing systemic inequality, and one asking you to mine NASA's historical archives. So no matter what your interest, no matter what your skill level, there's something for you. There are a few things you can do to prepare. One is simply to browse the challenges and find one that speaks to you. Read it closely and start to understand the problem. What needs to be solved? Once you find one you like, look at the example resources. Each challenge comes with a list of example resources to get you started, although you're able to move beyond those. Third, think about what kinds of skills you have, what kinds of teammates you'll need, and what roles everyone will play. Once you've created a Space Apps account, registered for a location, and thought about what challenge you want to work on, you're ready to create a team or join an existing team. To start, go to spaceappschallenge.org and navigate to the challenges page, seen here, circled in green. From there, you can go to the challenge that you're working on. You'll be taken to the challenge page. From there, click Find or Start a Team, where you'll be directed to a page displaying all of the teams worldwide working on that challenge. If you wish, you can use the filter to show only the teams in your location working on that challenge. You can either join one of those teams or create a new team. If you'd like to create a new team, you will be directed to a new page. Complete that information. And if you'd like other participants to be able to request to join your team, you'll be able to check a box that tells people that you're looking for new team members. Prospective team members will be able to message you on the Space Apps chat platform to request to join your team. If you want to join an existing team, go back to browsing all of the teams and look for ones that are looking for new members. If you do not already have an invitation code, you'll need to ask the creator of the team for the invitation code. To do this, go to the Members tab and click the button to request to join the team. This will open a private channel between you and the team's creator in the Space Apps chat room. The team's creator will then be able to provide you with the invitation code. Please note that teams are not required to provide you with an invitation code, and it is at their discretion. Once you have an invitation code, you can go back to their page and enter the code. There are 2 other things to remember when forming a team. The first is the number of people on your team. We typically tell people that the sweet spot is between 4 and 5 members, and please keep in mind that the limit is 6 members. The second thing to remember is that diversity makes a strong team. So as you're building your team, think about diversity of skill, diversity of background, and diversity of perspective. More information on team formation can be found on spaceappschallenge.org under the resources. We have an entire guide dedicated to it. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful Space Apps journey. Bye.
Greetings, Space Apps 2020 participants. I'm Dr. Daniel O'Neill from NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama. However, I'm currently working from home. Over 20 NASA employees, including myself, have contributed fun and fascinating challenges to this year's hackathon. The challenges I composed are Orbital Scrap Metal 2.0 and Virtual Planetary Exploration. Also, I'm one of more than 100 subject matter experts who will participate in the chat rooms during the hackathon weekend. We'll be there to answer questions about our challenges, discuss NASA data, and to engage in brainstorming sessions. I believe the International Space Apps Challenge is important because it provides the NASA family with opportunities to engage citizen scientists as well as inspire students and entrepreneurs to use NASA products and to brainstorm ideas for improving those products. I hope to chat with you during the hackathon, so good luck and happy hacking.
Greetings to the International Space Apps Challenge participants. My name is Yasha and I'm one of the members of the global organizing team for the Space Apps 2020 Hackathon. Our event is all about learning, having fun, and collaboration. But it's also a competition. So in the end of the process, we look forward to recognizing best solutions across 6 award categories. You can learn more about the awards on our website in the resources section. We posted the awards and judging guide that can answer all of your questions, including what criteria the judges are using to evaluate your solutions. Those criteria include impact, creativity, checking that your solution is valid and relevant, and also the quality of your presentation and storytelling. We are excited and looking forward to reviewing thousands and thousands of submissions, but given that volume, it will take us a while to go through all of them. We want to be respectful to your hard work and make sure that your solutions are reviewed multiple times by teams of relevant subject matter experts. We'll keep you updated on the progress of the judging on our website. We'll feature which projects have made it to become finalists and eventual winners and honorable mentions. But make sure that your project is eligible for award. Look at the submission guide, and it will tell you all that you need to know, including making sure that your project does use NASA or our partner space agency data to inform your solution, making sure that you provide a great and working link to your demo. Maybe it's a short video or slides that showcase solution. And at the bottom of the submission form, check the box that says that I would like my project to be submitted for judging. You can find the rest of the details on our website. We're really looking forward to seeing your solutions and eventually when travel is deemed safe again, welcoming the winners to witness with their own eyes an incredible spacecraft launch at NASA. Good luck and happy hacking. Take care.
I am Rafi. We participated in Space App Skillet from Bangladesh. We are Olive and we won the 2018 Best Use of Data. You are interested in space exploration. You are creative and a problem solver. Don't underestimate your capabilities.
Greetings from Sydney, Australia. This is Monica Abed. I'm from That VR team. We won the Best Mission Concept globally for 2018 Space Apps. And my advice for you is to have fun, let your creative brain take over, and discuss your ideas with your friends and make sure your idea is useful or at least entertaining. Have fun.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn Angel. I'm from Colombia and I participate in the Space Apps COVID-19 with my team, SOSCLA. We won one of the EuroDataCube Awards. If I have a piece of advice for you guys, is to gain some time by identifying the problem that you want to tackle and defining the solution. Previously, the hackathon kickoff.
Hello everyone, I'm Alex. My team and I competed in the 2020 Space Apps COVID-19 Challenge. Together we won the 2020 Best Use of Science and DataCube Awards. My one piece of advice to succeed is to create a team of people from different backgrounds. One of the most important assets to our team was the diversity of thought, which helped us tackle problems both small and large. Best of luck at the 2020 Space Apps Hackathon.
Hi there, I'm Antonio Rocha. I'm from the city of De Salvador. I'm part of the Cafeína team, winner in the Best Use of Hardware category in 2019. My tips for all of you is to ask questions about your idea. Ask for your parents, ask for your teacher, collect feedbacks because it's make your better idea, and enjoy the event because it is so amazing. That's it. Thank you.
Hello guys, I'm Felipe from Team JAXA, global winner in category Galaxy Impact last year, and my tip for you is you must trust what you're building. The more faith you have in your project, the more far you're able to go. Okay? Go Space Apps!
G'day, my name is Jay Flack. I'm a scientist from Sydney, Australia, winner of the 2020 NASA Space Apps Best Use of Technology. My one piece of advice is to assemble a good team. People with a diverse group of skills who work well together as a group, but who can break off on their own to tackle each individual subcomponent of the problem and come together with a final solution for the challenge. Good luck.
Hello, my name is Juan, and together with my team in 2018 we won the Best Use of Hardware Challenge. I am from Rosario, Argentina, and I wanted to give you some advice. If I learned something in these 2 years, is that you need to go and talk to the other teams, to the judges, to the organizers, to everyone at the event. They can always help you, even if you are not looking for the help. They can always say something or show you something that can end up bringing your project to life. Thanks and good luck!
Hello again, Space Apps crew, and thank you so much for joining us for the first ever opening ceremony for Space Apps. We're so excited to have you, and we're glad that you could watch and hopefully learn from a number of the reminders and tips that people had to offer through this opening ceremony. If you're looking for more information, just visit spaceappschallenge.org, and in particular, our resources section where you can find the participant FAQ and a number of other resources that might help you with the things that you've learned about in this opening ceremony. We're also looking forward to not only hearing about the projects that you create through your Space Apps Weekend experience, but also about seeing what you have to share throughout the weekend. We'd encourage you to use #SpaceApps on social media to share photos and videos as you work with your team to create your projects and as you take part in a Space Apps event, an annual Space Apps event like no other. Thank you so much for being part of this community, and as a reminder, in the spirit of this year's theme, take action.
Si tuviera un tip para los participantes de este challenge, sería que se permitan como equipo transformar las ideas.
My one piece of advice for Space Apps participants would be to have a diverse team. Don't just team up with people that are like you. The power is having people that have different ideas and different skill sets that can complement your own. That's probably the biggest success factor for our team that year.
Hello hackers, my name is Pedro Dantas. I'm from Salvador, Bahia, Brazil. I'm part of the Cafeína team, the 2019 winner. And I wish you the best in this year's challenge, and I hope to help you in some way. See you.
My advice is, keep your presentation engaging and simple, and make sure you have enough time to submit your project. Good luck!
Como recomendación, les puedo decir que definan muy bien los roles y las tareas que cada uno de los miembros va a realizar.
Space Apps is all about learning, collaborating, and exploring. So find a way to share your excitement for the discoveries you've made while hacking on your challenge. And don't forget to spend some time working on a great final presentation. Thanks and good luck.
I love music and I love to merge my interest with the hackathon. I would suggest you to merge whatever interest you have with the Hackathon Challenge.
If I have one piece of advice for Space Apps participants, it is to cast the net wide at the beginning, but don't be afraid to throw away good ideas if a better one comes along.
Good luck!
My advice to you is try to make a deep appropriation of the problem, knowing pretty well its action field and its subjects involved.
I love mixing machine learning and robotics in all my Space Apps projects. My advice to you would be NASA Space Apps is not all about software. Don't be afraid to add hardware and robotics into your projects as well. Thank you.
This hackathon is about coding as much as it's about new ideas. So bring forth your amazing ideas.
If I had one piece of advice for Space Apps participants, it's keep an open mind and never doubt yourself.
If you are young, don't think that you have less ability. You have all the potential to outshine others.
My advice for Space Apps participants: form teams with people from different areas and have good idea.
Si tuviera que darles una recomendación a los participantes del Space Apps, sería que armen equipos de perfiles diversos y diferentes puntos de vista. Esto le agrega muchísima integridad a la propuesta.
And if I have one piece of advice for the Space Apps participants, it is to ask as many people as you can, and these people will ask you questions that you've never asked yourself before and make you see other sides of the problem.
People from all sorts of background participate in this hackathon. That makes the solution even more awesome. So why not you and your team give it a try?
If I have one piece of advice for Space Apps participants, it is to assign tasks strategically in the team, according to their skill or knowledge. For example, we had assigned the design task for Caro, programming for Nino, data search for Patricio, and mathematical justification for me. Regardless of the fact that each one had a main task, we still helped each other to reach as a team the result at the end of the challenge. Good luck!
My advice to you guys is to stick to your project's main goal or objective and never let noise cloud your vision.
If I could share one piece of advice with you, it would be to find something that inspires you and stick with it.